Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see, suppose somebody searches for which is the ugliest language in the world, then Google has certain pages. Sorry, Google does not have certain pages. There are many websites, many web pages in this world. Google is just like a telephone directory. It has got list of all the websites that is present in this world. The way it functions is something like this. I'll show just. Okay, suppose this is one page, one website, and then there is another website. Okay, so suppose there are three websites. I hope you can see the screen. There are three websites. And they have got certain texts. Now if you go and type cat in Google, you will see this website. If you go and search book, you'll get first and second website. If you go and search school, you will get second and third website. So what happens here is Google categorizes them into what all words they have. Now, when somebody searched for which is the ugliest language in the world or in India, there were many web pages which said none. So there were many web pages which said none, but there was Kannada, one web page that said Kannada is the ugliest language. Now, what happened was that when somebody searched which is the ugliest language, people used to open this one or this one, but then somebody from Karnataka or maybe somewhere found this website or this web page. Am I clear? Am I clear? Hello? Am I clear? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
somebody found this web page or website that said Kannada was the ugliest language. Now that was at the bottom. Like when you search something in Google, I'll show you. Suppose I search if I search Amazon in Google, there are going to be many websites. Like all these are different websites, and there are like millions of results. You can see here it has got till 8, and there are many more. It is not just that many. These many web pages Google found that contains the word Amazon in it. So these many pages Google has found. Now you might think, why did Kannada become the number one? That is because when somebody searched which is the ugliest language, Kannada was somewhere at the last. But then he opened or she opened and passed the message to friend that, see, if you search which is the ugliest language, it shows Kannada. Then say he or she told to 5 people. Those 5 people searched, and then Google understood that people want to open this web page more. So it went one step above. Then what happened? 50 people started seeing this website. Nobody was seeing these websites. Then again it moved 2 steps up. Say it moved 2 steps up. After that, what happened? Suddenly everybody got to know that some website somewhere, if you search in Google which is the ugliest language, is showing Kannada, and everybody started opening that particular website. Then what happened? All these pages went down, and that one particular web page went on top. And now and after that, whenever somebody would search which is the ugliest language, Kannada would show up. Why? Because everybody wanted to open that website. That is how Google functions, or that is how search engine functions. You keep repeating the same task again. If you keep repeating the same task, it is going to show you the exact result. Like here I have searched for Amazon. If you can see, here I searched for Amazon, and it has shown me first one, Amazon.in. .in is for India, Next is also .in, that is also for India. Next is .com, that is for America. And then this Amazon, that is for all over the world. There is Prime Video for all over the world. And similarly, this is for all over the world. However, what you observe here is that the first and second results are for India, in, because it has understood that the people in India want to see the website that is of India, that is for India, and not Amazon.com, that is for America. Over time, many people have clicked Amazon.in. Many Indians, people living in India, have clicked Amazon.in. That is why Amazon.in is on the top and not Amazon.com. That is how Google works. Now, next thing I told you why Google is number one. That is because when you search for a particular word, like I search for Amazon, what the search engine does is it tries to find out every website that has got the word Amazon in it. When I search for Amazon, it tried to find out every website that has got Amazon in it. Now, suppose I go to the last page. This website is Mashable, but it has got the word Amazon. This website is Axios, but it has got Amazon. ABP Live, this is a news website, but it has got the word Amazon in it. So all these websites are being shown in Google result. Now, before it used to happen that when you type this word, then and there Google or Yahoo would search for that word and prepare a list. That would take a lot of time. Like somebody told you, go bring. Somebody told go get a cup of go get a packet of coffee. Go get a packet of coffee powder, and they didn't tell you where to find out. You would go to every shop and ask, where is the coffee? Where is the coffee? Do you have the coffee? It would take a lot of time. But if at the same time somebody gave you a list that coffee is present in these shops in the second street or in the third street, it would save you a lot of time. So what Google did there was it started storing the records. Like I searched for Amazon, then it kept a record that okay, all these websites have the word Amazon in it. If somebody searched for Flipkart, Google stored it, and the next time somebody else searched Flipkart, it would show the same result. It started storing your data. That is why it understands you so well, and it is able to show you proper results, and it became number one. While others were busy in preparing the data to show you, preparing the list, like when you search Amazon, others were busy in showing, preparing a list to show you. Google already had that list prepared from somebody else's search history. Then there is, how can we use internet to avoid traffic jams? Use of robots to replace humans as assistant. Okay, I'll explain use of robots to replace humans as assistant. So as you can see here, are you able to see the LIC website that I have opened?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is a bot, and the bot is supposed to replace humans. Normally, if I were to visit LIC branch or LIC customer care, a human would greet me, a human would speak to me, but this is a bot. If I send it a hi, it will reply to me. Hi, I am LIC Mitra, your virtual assistant. Now it's asking me how can it help me? So say I want to know about insurance. So I'll just type in insurance, and it will be able to tell me what are the options. Say I want health insurance, so I'll ask it, show me health insurance. So it is able to show me different health insurance options. Similarly, if I want term insurance, it will be able to show me term insurance. Not just this, even if I make a mistake, it will be able to understand my mistake and correct it. Suppose I ask, show me sorry, I think I did huge mistake, so it was not able to understand me. I'll try again. Okay, so see here, I typed term insurance. This spelling was not correct, yet it was able to correct my mistake and show me proper results. That is how AI is going to replace humans. Chatbots are going to replace humans, not just chatbots, even in hotels and all. There won't be human waiters. There are going to be robotic waiters that will replace humans. Then next, I was supposed to teach you blockchain technology. So right now, what happens is, before explaining blockchain, I should explain what is cloud technology. So I'll explain you what is cloud technology. All these things that I'm explaining you right now, it is there in your digital fluency content. You can go and check it. But I remember these topics, so I'm not referring to the text. Now, generally, what happens is, suppose you are sitting somewhere here. Okay, so you are sitting somewhere here in your home. You are sitting somewhere in your home. So if you have to access a movie or an audio file or a book, you will need a pen drive. You will need a pen drive to access it. Are you able to see the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir. We can see the screen.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you see the drawing clearly?
Yeah, sir.
So you'll need a pen drive. That is physical storage. You can hold that pen drive in your hand. That is physical storage. Now what happens is, there are some clouds. Those are very far from you. However, you can't store in those clouds. It is not possible to store in that cloud. The term cloud storage means it is stored somewhere very far from you in some other computer or some other memory card. It is stored in some other computer or a network of computers connected together. Sorry, forgive my drawing. We missed. Okay, so it is stored in some other place in some other computer. When you try to access it, you are sending signals that show me so and so files, and this computer will then send a signal to your phone or your PC. That is what cloud storage is. Cloud storage means you are storing the data somewhere else. You are not storing it next to you. It is virtual. It is in a virtual place.
Your
You
voice
don't know
is
where
breaking.
exactly. Okay. Did you understand what cloud storage is?
Yes, sir.
Cloud storage is, you are sitting somewhere, but your storage, your data is somewhere. You want to access a movie, or you want to access a YouTube video, or you want to access, say, a book. You send signal from your place. You send a signal from your place that I need a data, say a book, and then the computer will send back the book. Or if you need, say, a movie, the computer or the hard disk will send it back to you. That is what cloud storage is. It is not stored in cloud, but it has been given the name cloud storage because it is very far from you. Now there comes blockchain technology. Normally what happens is, just a minute. Okay, normally what happens is, whatever data you have, say you are accessing YouTube, so there will be a system made just for YouTube. Or if you are accessing, say, Facebook, then there will be a system made just for Facebook. Or if you are accessing Amazon, then there will be a system just for Amazon. They'll have files of only Amazon, or only of Facebook, or only of YouTube. However, in blockchain technology, what happens is, all these don't exist. There are many computers, many devices, not just computers. They can be mobile phones, gaming sets, or smart TVs, or anything. You have to register for that. In blockchain technology, there are multiple devices. There are multiple devices, and all are connected with one another. It is like a mesh. Now normally what would happen is, say you have to access Facebook, then you are sitting in your computer. Can you all see the drawing clearly? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So suppose you have to access Facebook. What you do is you would send signal that I want to open Facebook. Then Facebook data servers would send signal back to you, and you would be able to open Facebook in your system. I don't have a graphic tablet to draw. I'm using my mouse, so only drawing is bad. Forgive me for that. But see, when you want to access Facebook, there is just one computer or maybe 10, 20 computers that Facebook has kept in different place. Maybe in India, one in China, and one in Australia. It depends. I don't know where exactly, but they place their system somewhere. But what happens in blockchain is all the computers in this world are connected. Yours, mine, the teachers, college, even government. It's up to them. They can connect it. And the main difference is if you have a file, say you have a file, this file in normal storage would be stored only here in one place or maybe 2 3 places. That's it. Where all Facebook has kept their servers, there it will be stored. And when you try to access it, you can access it. But if there is ever like you ever delete this file, then it will get deleted from both these places. However, the difference between this and the difference between normal storage and blockchain technology is that blockchain will store the data everywhere. It will store in this computer also, this computer also, this also, this also, this also, this also. Whichever computer has signed up, that piece of data will be stored in all those computers, and it can never be changed. Suppose now I wrote a list, then what happens is I be like, no, I don't want to take this, I'll remove it, and I will add some new items. However, what happens in blockchain technology is that if you make, say in normal way, if I make a list, I can always go back and change it. I can use an eraser, or I can delete the file and erase it and change the data whenever I like. That way, I can manipulate it. However, in blockchain technology, what happens is that if there is a data and say you wrote something over it or you have stored something in it, and at a moment you want to remove this or remove this, you won't be able to remove it. That is not possible in blockchain. It will always stay. Instead, what you will have to do is you will have to mark that I do not want it. I do not want these things. I want certain new things. You'll have to make new data. This will also stay, and your new data will also stay. So normal storage is like pencil and paper. You can erase it how many ever times you like, and nobody would get to know that you have made changes. Whereas the blockchain technology is like pen and paper. You cannot remove it. What's written once is written. You cannot change it. That is blockchain technology. Now there are many uses to it. If I am to give you an example, you can show that suppose the government shows a report. Suppose the government shows a report that I spent so and so amount on certain products, and it is signed by the government. Okay, it is signed and sealed by the government has said I spent 10 rupees on this thing, 10 crores on this thing, and maybe 100 on this thing, and then maybe 50 crores on this item, and then maybe 60 on this item, and say 90 on this item. So government will sign and submit it in a blockchain technology, and later on somebody can come and say, no, this data you gave is wrong, and this also you gave is wrong. Instead of 10 you have spent just 5. Instead of 50 you just spent instead of 50 you just spent 40 rupees. Then government cannot change this data because it is stored in blockchain technology. They can delete from their computer, but they cannot delete it from somebody else's computer. This is one very useful application. Also, this is helpful in suppose there is a criminal and there are multiple records on him. If we write it on pen and paper, and he can become a leader, or he can use his power to influence the law, and he can remove certain records from the police files. But if the same thing was written in a blockchain technology, he cannot remove it. It will always stay. It can be used to remove corruption. Also, once you transfer money to somebody, right now what happens is, if you go and say that I have already transferred you some money, say a manager say I transfer the money from your account. I get to know your ID and password, and I transfer it from your account to somebody to my account. Then you will not know, because I might be somewhere in the world. You might not know. But if you use blockchain technology, you might be able to find me depending on which bank I am registered with. It depends from bank to bank. If they make me sign up using my blockchain data, then they can always track me. However, if I create my own cryptocurrency or my own blockchain network, then you can't find me. So in short, blockchain is the technology where you cannot remove the data. You can edit it, you can add new items, but you cannot remove something. Rajesh Yadav, did you want to speak something? Okay, I'll take that as no. And what else was I teaching? Just a minute. Blockchain, wearable banking, beacons, long distance physical work, improved agriculture. So all this I'm going to explain now. I have changed my tab. Can you see the new tab?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll see there is machine learning that I'm supposed to do, deep learning that also, even that I should do, big data analytics and management, database management for data science. These 4 topics are very boring. I'll do some other time. I'll start with Internet of Things, IoT. Okay, after completing this pathway, you will learn the core concepts of Internet of Things, discover the skills that are required for IoT, Internet of Things, understand how IoT system works. So let's start this. I hope all of you have put the video on landscape mode, right? If anybody has not done it on landscape mode, please change now. Put your phone in landscape mode. I had explained in the video, you are supposed to turn on landscape auto rotate or turn off rotation lock from the phone setting. That is, swipe from the top or from the bottom. You'll get the toggles, and then turn off screen lock or turn on auto rotate, and then turn your phone. It should be like this. It should be this shape, horizontal shape. Horizontally. I'll start the video now.
By now, you may have heard the term Internet of Things. Sounds interesting, but what? You may have heard the term Internet of Things.
Are you all able to hear the video audio in this video? Are you able to hear the video audio when I play the video? Okay.
Sounds interesting, but what does the Internet of Things actually mean? IoT is an evolution of mobile, home, and embedded applications that are being connected to the Internet, integrating greater compute capabilities and using data analytics to extract meaningful information. Billions of devices will be connected to the Internet, and soon, hundreds of billions of devices. As related devices connect with each other.
Okay, so it says that many of the devices are right now connected to Internet, and in future nearly every device will be connected to Internet. Before, only computers used to be connected to Internet. Then we got mobile phones that are connected to the Internet, and now we also have got bicycles that are connected to Internet. It was like, I guess 3-4 years back itself, bounce cycle or some other cycle. Right now bounce cycle is the most famous one. Bounce scooter, and then similarly we also have ACs, air conditions, and light bulbs that work on the Internet. You can be sitting at your office and send a signal from your phone to turn on the AC, so that by the time you reach home, your home is cool.
They can become an intelligent system of systems. And when these intelligent devices and systems of systems share data over the cloud.
Okay, so the speaker is saying system of systems repeatedly. The reason is that there is not just one system. You see, one house has got its own system, its own Wi-Fi, its own flight tickets, modem, earphones, shopping cart, and many other things. Similarly, other houses have got their own systems. Now, when all these systems are combined, you say system of system. This is one system, this is one system, this is one system, this is one system, and this is one system. But all combined are system of systems.
And when these intelligent devices and systems of systems share data over the cloud and analyze it, they can transform our businesses, our lives, and our world in countless ways. Whether it's improving medical outcomes, creating better products faster with lower development costs, making shopping more enjoyable, or optimizing energy generation and consumption. Here's an example of the big picture. Imagine an intelligent device such as a smart traffic camera. The camera can monitor the road for congestion, accidents, and weather conditions, and communicate that status to a gateway that combines it with data from other cameras, creating an intelligent citywide traffic system.
So what happens here is that
Now, imagine
there is one camera that sees there is a conjunction here, there is traffic jam here, then or it's raining here, so this traffic camera will send a signal to other cameras and communicate with it that do not send vehicles here. And these cameras, the other cameras, they will tell other nearby vehicles to take a different route.
that intelligent traffic system connected to other citywide transportation systems, which get data from their own intelligent devices, creating an ever larger intelligent system of systems. The really big possibilities come from analyzing the end-to-end data across that system of systems. For example, let's say the city's intelligent traffic system detects massive congestion due to an accident. That insight can be sent to the citywide transportation system, which can analyze the accident's impact on other city systems. Recognizing the accident is near the airport and at two city schools, it could notify those systems so they can adjust flight and school schedules. It can also analyze and derive optimal routes around the accident.
Okay, so here it says that there is a
Recognizing the accident is near the
okay, so it says that there is an accident which is near the school and near the airport. So the camera sees it and it informs other people around, other devices around it. Suppose many times we have to we have to take patients from one place to another. So how this will help is, suppose there is a patient incoming at this airport and supposed to take an ambulance from here and go through that route. Now, because the camera already told there is a traffic jam in this road, that patient can take different route. The ambulance can take different route. And similarly,
airport and
it will be able to understand what are the energy requirements here, how it is going to affect, like where to supply less energy, where to supply more energy.
city schools. It could notify those systems so they can adjust flight and school schedules. It can also analyze and derive optimal routes around the accident and send those instructions to the city's digital signage system to guide drivers around the accident.
So it will be able to tell other drivers which route to take without you having to go there. The basic thing of this, the basic example of this we can see in Google Maps. If you open the map and turn on traffic mode, you will be able to see where right now there is more traffic, where is less traffic, where more number of cars are there, which routes you should avoid and which routes you should take.
And that's just one example of the potential benefits that can happen when intelligent devices share insight with other systems, forming ever-expanding systems of systems.
I'll just show you the map, how Google Map can help you in knowing where there is more traffic. So this is map of JP Nagar. Sorry, this is map of Jayanagar. This is a map of Jayanagar. Now, if I turn on the traffic mode, so you can, I'll just zoom in for you to make it easy. Okay, so you can see that this part, can you see the cursor? Hello? Can you see the cursor? Anybody? Can you see my mouse moving?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is green, and if you zoom in clearly here, you can see that the vehicle coming from that side, it's green, which means this road is clear. You can go very fast. Like here, it's mentioned fast, and red is slow. Whereas those moving on the left side, will be stuck in traffic. So they should take some other route. Possibly they should go through. They should go through this road. See here, it's opposite of that. The incoming vehicles means coming from top to bottom, they'll get stuck in traffic, but going from bottom to top, they won't have so much traffic. This is how it's able to predict. Now, if I were to search for our college and say I want to go from college to Vishweshwaraya Museum. Sorry, that's wrong. If I am to go to Vishweshwaraya Museum, then I'll choose what thing I wish to use, and then see here it shows blue. This blue color means there is no traffic here. I can move easily. Then there is this thing orange. Orange means light traffic is there. I might get delayed. And then there is red. Red means there is heavy traffic. I should avoid that route. I should try to find some other route. Like it is suggesting me I take this route. Here it will be faster. This is going to take 8 minutes, whereas here it's going to take me similar 6 minutes. This is of both are nearly equal. However, if I change the route to walking, it will give me a different direction. I can go walking through Kabban Park Road. That would mean 1.8 kilometers. That is how artificial intelligence is working, and internet is working. When I shift to cars, there are many mobile phones. There are many cars that has got mobile phones. Cars, not just cars, bikes, cars, and auto rickshaws, trucks, buses, and all the people traveling in that have got mobile phones. Now, mobile phones are sending signals that say in this within 100-kilometer range, within 1 kilometer range, say from point here to here, within 1 kilometer range, there are 100 phones. Then here in this small area only, there are 100 phones. Understood? From here, from our college till Vidhan Sauda, there are 100 phones. However, just in one small turn, maybe 50 meters, there are a lot of phones. That is why it is showing there are more people here. So traffic is also more. Okay, infographics about IoT. What are the things that Internet of Things will do? The Internet of Things connect machines and devices to one another. IoT can help all industries become more efficient, productive, and safer. Like I said, there are going to be multiple machines, not just your mobile phones or your computers. There are also going to be light bulbs, street lights, and cars. All the vehicles, not just cars. All the vehicles and cameras, traffic cameras, and then ambulance will have, which will be very useful to ambulances. Then to become connected, an object must be able to capture data, transmit data. That is, it needs to take in data. That is, if somebody says to a system that there is a traffic jam, then that system must take in, okay, yeah, there is traffic jam, and transmit data. And it is supposed to send out signal that there is some traffic jam here. It is supposed to take in data as well as send out data. And here it says, in this short period of time, in 7 years, there were 10 to 20 billion things connected to the internet. By 2010, there were 20 billion things connected to the internet. By 2020, it was estimated 40 to 50 billion. Maybe there are more right now. That's roughly 5 connected devices per person on Earth. You might think, how is it possible to connect 5 devices per person to Earth? It's very simple. You have a mobile phone, you have a laptop, you have a smartwatch, and maybe a smart bulb at your home, or a refrigerator, or an AC. So obviously it is possible. The rise of sensors like light sensors, camera sensors, humidity sensors, they have given here. Light sensors. If you have light sensor, it will be able to tell whether it's dark or whether it's day or night, and adjust light accordingly. accelerometer. It will be in your phone. If you go too fast in your bike or your car, it will be able to tell you that you are going too fast, slow down. Magnetometer, it detects the magnetic field, so it can tell you the direction, which side is north, which side is south, and it can help you take proper, it can tell you proper directions, which helps you in navigation. Gyroscopic and motion sensors, motion coprocessor. I don't know what motion coprocessor is. Let me just check. Anybody knows, you can say. Okay, they store sensor data. They are supposed to store the data. Then there is ambient sound. It will be able to like you have got speakers or your earphones inside your ears, so it will be able to hear what's happening outside. If the outside sound is very less, then the earphone sound will also be less. If the outside sound is more, then the earphone sound will also be more. Gyroscopic is what is the orientation, whether you are sitting, whether you are standing, whether you are lying down. Now this has got very important function. It is present in certain watches, smart watches. Not certain, nearly every smartwatch, and it helps you calculate your steps, as well as if you fall down, you'll be able to tell. It will be able to inform your the gyroscope will understand that you have fallen down. The gyroscope will understand that you have fallen down, and then your phone or your watch will send a signal to your emergency contacts that you have fallen down, you might be in problem. Then there is proximity sensor. It can also be used as a motion sensor. That is, if there is a person inside a room, then the lights are supposed to be on. If there is no person inside the room, then turn it off. Then temperature and humidity. Using this, you can adjust the fan speed. Right now, you might be experiencing this in Bangalore. The night you go to sleep is a bit hot or a very hot, and you have to turn on the fan. By the time it's morning, it gets very cold. At least I am facing that problem, and so I have to turn off the fan at all times. However, if I had a temperature and humidity sensor, then I could just turn on my fan and set it to what temperature I like. This feature is already there in air conditioners. But if I install this in a fan, then it will be able to adjust its speed and increase or decrease the temperature of my room. Then there is barometer. It measures the pressure, the air pressure or the water pressure. Now see, cost of an accelerometer. The accelerometer used to cost $7 in 2007. That was approximately 350 rupees, or approximately 350 rupees. If you consider inflation, that would be 500 rupees. In 2007, one accelerometer would cost 500 rupees, whereas now the whole device, now it costs 0.5, which means 35 rupees. Right now, if you go buy one accelerometer, it will cost you 35 rupees. In 2007, it used to cost 500 rupees. Think, in 2007, to buy just one sensor, it would cost you 500 rupees. Now you can buy smart band for 500 rupees. That is how the cost has reduced, and it has helped in advancement of technology. Then industry currently benefiting from IoT, nearly everything. Automotive, that is vehicles, banking sector, marine sector, property, energy, aerospace, healthcare, manufacturing. I'll explain all this one by one. Okay, safety, driverless car. You do not need a driver. So that is how it is working in automotive industry. So there will be like nearly no accident, because if there is any fault in the car, the sensor will be able to recognize it and inform you before starting the car. Like I got to know about a helmet. If you wore that helmet, only then the bike will start. Otherwise, bike won't start. Then efficiency, biometric banking. That is, using your thumbprint, you can withdraw money or deposit money. Smart TVs and thermostats. Then smart thermostat is the one that is controlled by heat. If there is more heat, the cooler, the refrigerator will get cooler. If during winter season the heat is less, so it will reduce its coolness. Am I clear about thermostat? Is there anybody who did not understand thermostat? Please tell me if anybody did not understand thermostat. Did anybody not understand thermostat? Okay, I'll continue then. Then economical age, it that you leave. IoT risks. So there are certain risks as well. Not everything is good. There is risk of in privacy. Like I said, in the map there are so many mobile phones here. There are few mobile phones here, so it shows less traffic. There are more mobile phones on this red route, so it shows more traffic. Now your data is being sent to Google or to some other company. That is why Google is able to provide the service. Your privacy is at risk. You yourself are sharing your data. So if anybody hacks into the Google systems, if anybody hacks into the Google's server, they'll be able to see all your history. Then there is cyber security, that is people can extort money from you. Liability, you might lose certain things, like you might if you just click one button, if you your click of one button can send money to the wrong person and you might never get it back. The next thing, 8 examples of how IoT is helping banks. Just a minute. Okay, so I'll just explain in short. Banking on wearables. This is using NFC, that is called near field something. Wait, let me see. NFC. Near field communication. It is called near field communication. As when you come closer to the object, it is able to recognize you. It is using chips, using different chips. So there is an NFC watch from Titan in partnership with SBI. So this watch, it has got an this watch has got one NFC chip inside, and whenever you have to make a payment, you can just take this watch close to the billing machine, close to the purchase of sale machine, and as soon as you bring it next to it, your amount would get paid. Although you might have to approve using PIN, it depends from bank to bank. You'll have to approve it. This is SBI that has introduced it in partnership with Tata. Similarly, you also have got touch and go cards. You just have to touch. See, it will have this symbol. You just have to touch it to the POS machine, point of sale machine, and your payment would be done. Then pumping up payments. Pumping up payments, it means, see here, pour their drinks in just 60 seconds. There is no need for any person to be present there. You just have to go there, pay for it, and you can take your drinks or food or anything. You just have to tap your card or tap your watch or make online payment, and then it will be able to serve you. Then branching out connected cars. Okay, so there are certain banks that have got fleet of cars, means number of cars. These cars, they visit just the cars. No human drives them. The car themselves go to the humans to their houses, and then humans can deposit money into those cars. Those cars have got ATM in them, and they can also withdraw money from that. Then blockchain based smart contracts. Like I told you already, if you write something in blockchain, you cannot edit it. So this is a very strong thing that can be used. Like if some bank is approving your loan, it will be mentioned that they have already approved it. They cannot say that you made a fake paper. They cannot tell that. because it has been done in blockchain, their signature will always be present there. There is no chance of copying it, because only they will know the ID and password of their signature. You can only draw signature like them, but you can't use their ID and password. It will be a digital mark. You cannot get the digital mark without their ID and password. So only they'll be able to sign it, and they can never deny that I did not sign it, this is a fake paper. Then smarter branches, the okay, smarter branches, like I said, many people will lose their jobs because everything the system is doing. Some people believe that because of smart branches, people will lose their job. But there is another good thing to it, is that the cameras will be able to recognize your face as well as emotions, and then provide you with your manager directly. It can give you personalized experience. Beacons to shine a light on personalization. This is like, if you are more interested in shoes, you will get offers only for shoes. If you are more interested in bags, you will get only offers for bags, and it will be used as a beacon. Beacon means sending out signals. Suppose you are in Bangalore, and there is a mall nearby which has done partnership with SBI. Then that mall, then SBI will send the message about that offer only to the people present in Bangalore. It will act like a beacon which will be received by only the people present in Bangalore. Similarly, if there was some other bank, that would send out only to its own customers, or maybe to everyone in that particular area. That is how beacons work. Banking at home, I guess many of you must have done, not many, some of you must have done it, that you get a video call and you do everything on the phone itself. Chatbots, I already showed you what chatbots are. The next thing, 4 stages of IoT architecture. Okay, I'll explain this in the next class. I'm little tired now, speaking so much. I'll finish the call here. Is it okay? Everyone? Okay then, bye bye everybody.
Okay, bye, bro.
Okay, friends. Bye.